All right, guys. Okay. Let's see what shows up. I know we have some technical difficulties going, but hopefully that little pocket on the bottom will return and you'll be able to see me. So you'll have to let me know if you can see me now. Few technical difficulties and we should be up and going any second. So anyways, there we go. I can see everything now. Perfect. Hi, guys. So I had some questions recently. Welcome. Hi, Sam. So I recently had some questions about soulmate versus twin flame. And I'd like to unpack that a little bit from my basic understanding of it and my own experience and study. Yeah, it took a minute. So what ended up happening was the OBS that I used that splits the screen is difficult. So anyways, welcome to my channel, guys. I'm Karma. I'm also work for Babalau's My Psychic One. So if you're on that website and visiting here from there, welcome. So yeah, let's hear what you guys have to say. So I just got off Facebook Live, and thank you guys for joining me here who got to hear some of that. I did go off on a little bit of rant, but today I wanted to talk about soulmate versus twin flame. Hi, Nocturnal. There's my girl. So soulmate versus twin flame. What are you guys' understandings of soulmate versus twin flame? Because they are a little bit different. Hi, Angelia and Isis. People have an understanding. They say, oh, and I think they use these different terms interchangeably, and that is perfectly okay. I had somebody recently get pretty upset. For example, what our understanding, okay, LGBTQ. So we're talking about gays, bi, transgender, lesbian, blah, blah, blah. So I know that we're trying to move a little bit away from using all of those terms, but it does give us an opportunity to see where the starting point is. So a definition only gives us a starting point because there's so much more to it than that. So soulmate versus twin flame. This is only lovers, karma style. I'm seeing movement over here. So Sam is saying that I'm frozen. Are you guys seeing me? Is there movement going on? Okay, so twin flame, in my understanding, is two individuals that come into your life that, hi Kino, hi guys. So a lover that comes into your life or a friend. I call my best friend Sean Jones my twin flame because he came into my life and he has been in my life since that very moment. We were lovers for a very small period of time. However, the connection remained. He's more than a brother, less than a lover, and a best friend, but he's been in my life the whole time. We've done business together. We've traveled together. We raised kids together. We have really experienced this 20-year path completely side by side, living our own paths, but we didn't enjoy one another as a couple. Yet when you see us together, and to this day, people will ask us how long we've been married and how many kids we have. But we realize and recognize a long time ago that the connection exists, but it's not one of those passionate relationships that inspire change, that inspire commitment, that inspire growth. It was one of those comforting friendship, deep unconditional love and connection, and throughout the years it kind of didn't matter who we were with or what we were doing. If that phone rang, we were there for one another. Now I've experienced twin flame energy with women amongst my children, and I started to recognize that these were people that chose along with me. We chose that we weren't going to do this again without each other, that we needed each other's help and our lessons and our strong point. And my best friend from high school, we met when we were 13. She's always been that touchstone for me, my worry stone too. So when it was time for me to really level or wanting to feel grounded, these are the people that I reach out to. And I don't want to say that that's more of a twin flame energy. And sometimes it's misunderstood for a soulmate or a lover's connection because there is such a deep connection and we try to make sense of it. Now, soulmate is a completely different energy. They come in and they upend our life. That's like when you clean out your purse, you shake your shit out and there's all this crazy stuff that falls out. And then, or the toy box, trying to get all the damn Legos back in there. You know, there's all of this passion and doubt and questioning things, and yet this inner knowing. Anybody that comes to me that says, is so-and-so my soulmate? Well, if you have to ask, the answer is probably no. But if you are asking, you're like, bro, there's just nothing like it. It's someone you see You could almost see their face in the mirror clearer than your own. You can almost hear them as well as your own voice. You can almost really truly know that that connection doesn't go away no matter where you go. But there's passion to it. There's power to it. It requires you to be a better person. It also exposes your weaknesses in such a way that is unlike the twin flame, because the twin flame is already naturally accepting you where you are. But the soulmate demands so much more from you. The soulmate asks you to level up and surrender at the same time. So that's forward movement and retreating into the self and trusting yourself that you're enough for it. So soulmate energy can really upend your life, whereas a twin flame grounds it. That's my experience with twin flame. That's my understanding of twin flame. Now, there's a lot of science behind it. People will go in there and play with these terms interchangeably. But if you guys have experienced soulmate versus twin flame energy, you know what I'm talking about. There is no doubt in your mind whatsoever when you have a soulmate. Now, twin flame, well, those you can have multiple of those. And I feel, for me, it's one soulmate, many twin flames. And if anybody comes along and tells you that you can pay them to cause them to manifest that for you, it's not true. That's just my opinion. Life according to karma, right? But I don't believe that anyone can get you ready to receive your soulmate. I don't believe anyone can do a spell for you or coach you into this. It really just boils down to work, self-work. Once you are level and strong, it'll attract that for you. Doing your own work is the only thing that will bring that about. So anyways, is that resonating with anyone? And I also want to talk about Mercury retrograde. I was just diving into that a little bit. And as we come into deep into Mercury season, the things that are coming up for us are kind of profound. If you look back 6 months ago, almost to the day, and when Mercury went direct on the 7th, we had some pretty powerful motion, movement, and changing energy going on in January. And that's all coming full circle. For me, it was a little nutty because, you know, solar eclipse to lunar eclipse. I made some drastic life changes in the last 6 months. Everything from my relationship to my money. And I'm moving it completely across the other opposite coast, and changed all my relationships, yet they're all resurfacing now, giving me an opportunity to heal it or kill it. And that's my favorite Mercury phrase. Something comes back up in your face, you can either heal the paradigm, change it into more of what you expect it to be, or kill it off so that you don't have it exposed to you anymore. And find out what that is. Find out what your triggers are. Find out where your shadow work needs to be done. All of that stuff too. So, different look. Okay, it's a totally different look. You are healing it, killing it, or changing it right now. But Mercury is the chess piece mover. It'll move chess pieces around. And like I was saying a moment ago, Mercury retrograde is the great chaos too. You act overwhelmed. You pile activities in front of you so you can't check out, and you don't have a moment to actually look at the details in your life, and you're just reacting. That's a dangerous place to be. So you're just going along and you're letting yourself get crashed against the rocks because you're not consciously looking at your path. You're not consciously taking action steps to retrieve what information these phases are allowing you to be exposed to. So as you're coming along now, I always say I lost my train of thought because I saw Virgo, Pisces, rising, and Sag moon. I almost tapped into that for a second. Hold on. So anyways, I always say that the universe will give you an opportunity to listen, to take some cues. And we don't give ourselves an opportunity to do that. Ripping and running all the time. This weekend, I had some drastic things happen. I almost lost entire content across 2 channels. We're talking 400,000 watch hours. 650 videos, 2 years worth of work. 1 click could have changed it all. So during the chaos of trying to figure out what was going on, what was happening was a transfer was occurring of these files. So we had to let the channel sit and completely allow it to render, allow it to show up, allow it to just be what it was without picking at it and fucking with it like every moment. Because, you know, muddy water only clears when you leave it alone. You got to stop stirring the pot. So I literally unplugged, turned my phone off, enjoyed myself, right? So I enjoyed myself and I unplugged. So muddy water is best cleared when you leave it the fuck alone. And secondly, if you're not listening to the cues from the universe, if you're not slowing down long enough to hear the messages that are coming, you don't have any quiet moments to hear your own voice, you will have a mental breakdown. So if you use this example, if any of you have seen Final Destination, I always say, you can listen to the whispers, you can listen to the signs, you can look at the angel numbers, you can look at your horoscope and your astrology, you can get a reading, you can do all these things. If you're not listening to the signs, if you're not having conversations with your loved ones, if you're not doing any mapping or checking in or setting your boundaries, hi, art souls. So yeah, as you go through and you set these boundaries and reestablish them, if you're not doing that, you're going to be just like that guy on Final Destination, right? All of a sudden he's standing on the sidewalk talking shit and he's not paying attention and he steps right in front of a bus. Bow, he's gone. So the universe will tap you, it'll shove you, it'll put things in front of you, it'll put people in front of you and messages. It'll design everything for you to see it. But if you're not listening, it's going to be a train. A freight train is going to shove you out of the alignment you're in now because you're not consciously making choices, and you're going to feel as if it's all brand new, that I had no idea this was going to happen to me. But if you were paying attention, you can look back and say, I should have seen that coming. So my recommendation is slow down, give yourself some extra time, pay attention. So these little signs, these little subtle things that are going on, your awareness is right there. And the thing that I'm most pissed off about, art souls, is that I'm learning astrology and it's sitting right there. I was told Sun Soul Astrology. I was talking to Maru when we had our last conversation before she's leaving for Peru, she said that tarot is a byproduct of astrology. So once you begin to learn astrology, it's going to come easier for you. And the biggest thing, oh wow. So as you sit here and you begin to learn, I think the biggest thing that pissed me off the most was that it's all right there. I could kick myself now for not going back and looking at a lot of this information sooner, for not really practicing with these tools, because I always felt like astrology was a scam, right? I thought it was a fortune cookie and something you read in the newspaper and it could apply to just about anybody. But now as I began to learn, if you guys were paying attention to my live the other day where I unpacked your sun, rising, and moon sign and how simple that was and how much further you can go just knowing those 3 simple things, which is really 1 click. And then I started to realize that there is so much more information. It is so scientific. It is so in my face. I'm livid. I'm pissed. I'm like, wow, there it is, right? It's right in front of me this whole time. And now I just wish I had more time, because there's not enough time for me to sit here and just study this. And the more I learn, the more there's available. So Norma, so let's see here. Yeah, so Art Souls is saying the universe will whip your ass. It's true. Think of Final Destination. They were all supposed to be on that plane and it was all supposed to go down, and I don't know, it's whatever. But the alignment is there. The alignment is most definitely there. Oh, Jesus. She said, my twin flame was a veggie chipotle burrito, Karma. It was a song of ice and fire. I love it. Okay, so my soulmate is a ridiculously beautiful experience. It is home. It is passion. It is demand. It turns you upside down. I have him in my life, and it's just a struggle. It's a puzzle, and you've got to figure it out. You got to have humility to get all the moving parts out of the way and see what you make of it. But it is not easy. But it's a knowing. It's definitely a knowing. I broke up and moved along and actually played with dating other people for the last 6 months, and it actually literally feels like nails on a chalkboard wrong. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like I'm moving backward. It just, anytime I tried to replace that with something else, it felt like it fell flat. I was constantly looking for and comparing, and that was my benchmark and my leveler and the thing that I tried to compare to. It's completely different than my soulmate or my twin flame. Twin flame energy is comfortable and easy and subtle. But yeah, and usually we fight against our soulmates because they don't teach us small lessons. They teach us the big ones, the ones that are hard, the ones that make us a better person. So any rate, yeah, so Mercury retrograde, these alignments, chaos energy, all of that. Astrology is changing for me. That's pretty interesting. You guys will be seeing me use the Thoth deck coming up. Every time I need to learn something new, the universe tends to damage or ruin or have my cards stolen. Yes, we are. We are. It's beautiful, but I'm still moving to Miami. We'll see what happens with that, but I'm not changing any of my path. So yeah, we are. It's kind of different to actually have that. It's like the realest thing I've ever known, and everything else felt like a dream. Does that make sense? So anyways, let's see where you guys are all at, and let us play with these cards a little bit, answer a few questions. Please feel free to ask me anything you want. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know where to find me, karmaondeck.com. There have been some changes to the channel. If you're not able to access it, please let me know right away. I had to change it from a personal account to a brand account, and so there are a lot of changes. You won't find any comments in the past videos from here on out, so you will kind of understand what's going on with that. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer them for you. I'll pull some cards and whatnot. I also have about 8 or 10 of the candle kits left for those of you that want them. I have the sweetening spell. Well, the sweetening, my candle works is what they're called. My candle works, bitch. My candle works. I kind of hate people going out there buying candles thinking they're going to do something for them, but I make them individually. So if you guys want a candle kit, let me know. They're $30. I'll mail them to you. But they went out under the full moon, and I write all the sigils on there myself. Comes with a little chakra stone for whatever it is you're trying to manifest. I have the light bright, protection, sweetening spell, which is my version of a lover spell. I don't do love spells. I will do a sweetening spell for you. And then the other one is cleanse. So we have cleanse, which, well, cleanse, or there's protect, light bright, sweetening, and cash flow. Well, nice to see you, Amanda. Yeah, Justin's pretty amazing. Spiritual Bodybuilder was pretty cool. I was going to come on here and see you guys, but ended up, or do a live, but ended up sitting with him for a little while before I came on here. So, so let's see here. I think my narcissistic ex is karmic. Can you confirm? So karmic situations, sometimes it's all about being an asshole in a past life where someone else is now an asshole to you. And so things switch around. A lot of these energies come back to be healed, and we don't really feel necessary to keep them in our life. Yeah. So this is for, can you confirm? Karmic. Well, I do see that this individual has a mouth on them. First thing that comes up is the Knight of Swords, and that's all about having a mouth. You guys are in a holding pattern right now. There's definitely some, let's see if fate comes up for you guys. I'm not seeing karmic return on this. It just might have been a life lesson. I absolutely hate those words. Life lesson. Sounds like industry standard jargon and bullshit. So we're not going to play with that too much. But yeah, I do see it was like a life lesson. I do see that there was, he still has feelings for you. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that there is a little bit of love going on between the two of you still? Just wanted you to know that, because you do have the King of Cups with him. I also see that, I don't know if he's got kids somewhere, but I'm seeing children. But I do feel like there might be some connection between the two of you, because we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups always, to me, feels like a soulmate twin flame connection, because they go back to past life experience. I would have to say life lesson, not soulmate. Six of Cups means somebody that you had to bring forward from your past and fix. I also see a burden, which is 10 of Wands. So you might be right. If you're getting the impression that this is something you had to work out to move forward, there's definite indicators. I do feel like this individual fights against you constantly. But look here, you have the King of Cups, so that's all love, babes. So if you want a one-on-one with me, you know where to find me. If you felt like your reading was amazing, there is a PayPal there if you want to donate. Also, I would love it if you would share. Sky Watcher is my PM, is my soulmate or twin flame or anything else I need to know. So Louisa Sky Watcher, let's see. So we're looking for, when I do a reading and it's soulmate, twin flame or anything like that, what I end up finding is that there is a couple indicators. So twin flame soulmate always comes up. I don't like the Lover's card. For those of you that see me do my readings, the Lover's card's never a happy place for me. I like to see Two of Cups, Four of Wands with the Fate card. If I get the Lover's card and the Fate card, the Wheel of Fortune, that's definite soulmate twin flame energy. Now, it's up to you to either unpack. Like, you'll know. I'm telling you, you will know. There is no doubt in your mind whether a soulmate comes along. Now, not a lot of soulmates ever make it together. They come in, they stir each other's lives up, and then they fuck it up, and they go away, and they come back, and they go away, and they come back. That's the difference between twin flames. Twin flames are easy. They chill out. They come in. They heal you. They love you. They walk with you. They're easy. Soulmates, not so much. You really got to choose in on those, man. And you really got to both be on the same page. So let's take a look and see if any of these show up for you. I do pick up a little bit of depression. I'm not sure, Louisa, if there's depression on your part or your individual's end. But I do have the King of Cups here. There's a lot of drama between the two of you, that's for sure. Was there some cheating involved? I do have the Fool card for you too, so that tells me there is a crossroads. If this is Mercury retrograde coming back and they're in your face, I would tread softly. They may be on a break with whoever they're with, and I don't want to see you get caught up in any kind of drama that causes you to be in a love triangle. But I see that you're waiting to see if this will line back up for you. I'm also seeing that they make immature or impulsive money decisions, so I would also be careful of that. I do feel like they're afraid to reach out to you as well. The Moon card is something that says it's a journey they're not willing to take, so there might be some self-sabotage with that individual, but I'm not seeing soulmate. So Art Souls, anything Spirit wants me to know? So let's see here. This is for Art Souls. All right. So anyways, Mercury retrograde is my time. I was born during Mercury retrograde, so this is my high energy phase, but I'm still affected by Mercury retrograde. It still kicks me in the nuts just like everybody else. Ooh, so Art Souls, are you signing any contracts, Sugar Bean? I'm seeing the Justice card, so that could be contracts or court, but mostly this feels like paperwork. Shit you have to complete and get done. I'm also seeing that you're making some big shifts in who you choose to keep in your life. You're protecting your money. The Queen of Swords is telling me you're walking away from things that no longer serve you, and you have made your life infinitely easier through doing so. So whatever boundaries you've set up, excellent job. You've done a great job. I am seeing, though, that you are ghosting or staying out of everybody's inbox and just keeping to yourself, keeping your mouth shut. You are finding, you will. I'm seeing the Ten of Cups, so I'm seeing some relationship balance come back into alignment for you. Hello, Isis Rain. Okay, Isis, but so Isis is saying, will I find the opportunities I'm looking for soon? I recently lost what I thought was going to be a game changer, completely fell through. I'm devastated and now feeling stuck and hopeless. Now, just remember, you thought it was going to be a game changer, but maybe the universe is removing an obstacle out of your life and an entire different timeline and path that could have been detrimental. For all you know, it was going to grow too fast and you couldn't handle it and you lose everything. Or this is just the universe's way of protecting you, or someone was exposed. I feel like there was an individual that was exposed, to be honest with you. There you go. Yeah, timing can be difficult in Australia, but Patty, that's why I tried to go a little earlier for you guys. Let's see here. Hold on, let me see where it went. So this is for Isis Rain. I'm going to pop around and pick up wherever I'm inspired to, because I keep losing these comments, guys, and I'm wasting time with it. So let's just go from here. This is for Isis Rain. Opportunities am I looking for soon? I lost what I thought was going to be a game changer. Completely fell through. Here we go. So the first thing that I see here is the Eight of Swords. And so that's completely identifying your current position, right? So the Eight of Swords is all about, ooh, my ears are ringing. So the Eight of Swords is all about you feeling overwhelmed. Can't see the forest for the trees, right? This is all about too many obstacles in different activities taking up your space, so you're overwhelmed. Think batting cage. One thing hot hitting after another so that you can't even really like take advantage of one thing for another. You just, the hits keep coming, right? So outside of that, you haven't really been able to connect like you wanted to. Knight of Coins is telling me that you're really trying to pay attention to the small expenditures that you have going on for you. And I'm seeing the Six of Swords. This is definitely going to break for you. So Sonic, there is the Six of Swords. I would recommend that you keep your own counsel for now. The Hermit is telling you to isolate. Then I'm seeing the Six of Swords, which is things rapidly moving forward and coming out of this phase. Keep your circle small, love. The Three of Cups tells me that there is, that you should probably keep everybody kind of tight to you and not bring any new energy into this right now. And to protect yourself. The Empress is telling me it's time to protect your environment and your grounds. I would wait. When did this all fall apart? Because what's true is Mercury retrograde is a terrible time to be starting anything. So if you wait a couple weeks, maybe it'll come back into alignment, or it'll just wash away and provide something new for you. But I really do feel like this was time for you to let it go. And it was a life lesson, something for you to, I hate that word, Hierophant, something to learn from. Maybe this will allow you to be more careful in the future, or more aware, or get your fine details in order, or set your boundaries sooner. But I am seeing Hierophant and the Hermit. So that's all. Teach, learn, study, and isolate. So Amanda Fellon, hi honey. I'm going back to school. Not sure if I should stay. Most old relationships are gone. Starting from scratch, guidance with the relationships. Now that's me too. I'm going to leave here soon, and everything that I'm doing is changing. All my relationships will be redesigned however they're redesigned, because I'm leaving anyway. And that's part of my path. So there's stuff for me to do, right? And I think one of the things that we feel is we constantly worry about how people line up in our life, whether they line up with us or not. But what's true is the less we hold on, the more we let go, the more they show up. In my life anyways. So I just stopped trying to direct everything, you know, round peg in a square hole, square peg in a round hole shit. Like, stop trying to massage people into the spaces in our life and just allow them to be. But let's look at Amanda here. She's asking about guidance and relationships. I love that all my old relationships are gone. Everything has died for me here. So just having a new opportunity to move, and whatever is going to happen with my soulmate, twin flame, and all that stuff, we'll just have to see how it all lines up. I don't feel like I'm losing anything anymore, but the more I struggled against it, the harder it was. It was the biggest mistake to let it go. Complicated stuff. Amanda, the first thing that comes up for you is Page of Wands. So decision making for you is hitting left and right. You're being required to design and direct the path in front of you. You haven't been given the luxury of just riding along. Right now, you're having to pay attention to details. Page of Wands means references and paying attention to details, or like noticing the fine print, so to speak. I do see Three of Cups, which is a lot of celebration. 10 of Cups is Disneyland, so that tells me you're going to have a lot of fun. Just don't cut any corners. Make sure that you dot every I and cross every T, because I do see that it's possible for you to make some mistakes. Decision. This has to do with work, though. Who is the lover? I'm seeing a lover. Overwhelmed. Lesson learned. She said lesson learned. Alrighty. Alright, I don't know. Ooh, she said my eyes have been burning. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kaulana. Kaulana. What does Clary think of me? He's a Leo. I'm a Pisces. Thank you, Kaulana, again. All right, so this is for Sathi03. What does Clary think of me? He's a Leo. Alrighty. Let's take a look and see what Clary has to say. I was listening to Spiritual Bodybuilder earlier, and he was talking about path of least resistance. Like this, you're on your right path, the easier it gets. And I do know that as I have been moving forward and making all these changes, I kept having to go back to the thing that was saying in my soul and was easiest, right? And it's not been easy trusting myself. I mean, just terrified that I could screw up. But what's true is, if I make a choice and I mess up, at least I know that wasn't the choice. Sitting on the fence with the Two of Swords, sometimes opportunities expire, so you're stuck with one of the solutions you didn't actually choose, and that's where you get frustrated. Alrighty, so Sathi. Here we go. Have you guys been antagonistic towards one another or had some fights? I do see the Five of Wands. That may be that they feel like there's conflict between the two of you. Two of Swords is indecision. Again, that's come up before. This individual is showing up as an emperor. So are they single? Playing with independent energy? Because as you sit here, the emperor is all about like somebody that can be a little bit cocky too. So if there is any of that energy, you can expect that not to change. That's basically who they are. I do feel like an apology is coming your way and that there's a little misunderstandings. And I see you waiting for this individual. He's not letting me see what he's thinking of you, but I just see his cocky behavior. And I don't know if there's if you guys met online or what it was. But I am seeing that miscommunication, looking at each other's social media. I see frustration on their end, and I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles, which is a little depression. Both of you are feeling a little frustrated and a little depressed over it all. And I'm seeing that he owes you an apology, and I don't feel like he knows how to go about that right now. And there's some travel involved, so that's making it complicated, or possibly what's coming up for you too. You're welcome. No school. So you're welcome, Isis. So my ex called and wanted me to come by. I don't know how to feel about that because I want more, although I enjoy sex with her because it's passionate, but I'm looking for something solid. So Kino, as we were just talking about that, so, somebody wanted that, and there's nothing wrong with the hookup, culture. It's okay to get your needs met. But what's true is sometimes, like my point was, I did not want anything to be superficial anymore. And so that was the momentum for me about in January. My momentum was all, at school. So my whole thing was, I don't want it to be casual. I want connection. I don't need the whole marriage ring and all that, but I need to know, are we in this or not? And stop dancing around each other. Okay. And that's it. I just needed that commitment. Are we doing this? Are we not doing this? Can I trust you? Can I unfold? Can I unwrap? Can I be myself? And that's it. I just decided to cut all of that energy off. And so, Kino, as we were talking about this Mercury energy coming full circle after the last 6 months of what happened in January and all these planetary alignments, this Mercury season is all about revisiting these things. So you have to ask yourself, how clear are you on your boundaries? If you want more than that, if you want something solid, if you want less, and to be honest with you, the trick here is to say no, right? Or if you don't say no, you have to say, hey, maybe they want the same thing too. They want a little something more solid. So you definitely have to say, I would say yes. There is a lot of passion. I do enjoy all of this. However, I want it differently. And you have to define how it looks. If you haven't spoken that to yourself about what you want it to look like, then how are they going to know? So if you've hesitated on that, and this is where that work comes in, right? Mercury retrograde, where your foundation is. And this, it goes with your boundaries setting too. So you got to say, hey, oh, you know, I don't want to be looked at as someone that's casual or treating you casual, and I just want more. You can't have the intimacy unless you can first verbalize it. Right? And I'm not talking about the sexual intimacy. I'm talking about the cuddle and stuff. I think hookup culture and mentality has really screwed things up for us. You know? So think about that. Let's see where this all goes for you, Kino. And I appreciate you being wide open with asking such intimate questions on here. I think it's important for us to talk about these things. Do you guys want me to post the video? I'm going to be doing a web series with a partner of mine who owns a company called Lucid Dreams, and it's all about coaching, sexuality, physique, and all of that. But we did an interview about his business, and we were talking about me posting it on here, but it's all talking about sex, and we're going to be doing it once a week. If you guys want me to post it, I will. You guys can take a look at it. It's pretty intense, and you know me, I get out of pocket. So Lisa Yoko, I wonder if I got any small guidance, no specific question. Let's take a look and see. Yes, Jameson is my buddy. He's amazing, little angel. I'm a Capricorn with a Aquarius moon and a Pisces rising. So this is for Lisa. Lisa Yoko. Oh, how would I turn these around so you can see them? Ace of Coins is the first thing that shows up for you. Wow, you definitely have some interesting things showing up. There's that Wheel of Fortune we were talking about. That's showing up in your life. I am seeing the Wheel of Fortune, and it is all about fate and alignment. You do have the 10 of Cups, and you also have the 7 of Cups. If you can just hold on tight, everything's really going to come in for alignment with you. I'm talking to Lisa right here. This is a really positive energy flow. You have been meeting new people. Money's coming into alignment. Now remember, love and money are the same energy. So the Ace of Coins is money improving. The 4 of Cups is you collaborating and working with other people. I do have the 10 of Cups, which is balance. And then the 3 of Swords is about miscommunication. So the only thing that's like in the way of you right now is communication. So tread softly during Mercury retrograde. There's a lot on the other side of this for you. And the Moon card is about mapping. So pay attention to where you're mapping. If you guys want to do a one-on-one with me, I will be free the rest of the night. I'm just going to be doing your weekly videos and posting some of the content that I've been doing this week and working on. Like I said, I took a break for a couple days because everything was going to shit, and I decided to just take my hands off of it for a little bit and see where it landed. So yeah, as soon as I get done with this, I'll just post it. I had to pull the link from Facebook so you guys could keep it. So, you know what? You're right. We are a loveless generation. And what's true is it's all hookup mentality, and it's all like, I want to say that people use others as a commodity, and they utilize which parts and particle of them that we like. You know, this person's really good to hang out with, and this person's really great in bed, and this person's a really good friend, and this person's emotionally supportive. And I think that we're moving more toward a polyamorous community than anything. It's just difficult to find anybody that's straight up with who they say they are and what they want. And I think it all boils down to honesty. If you want to know the truth, like being legit, like being honest with what you're doing and who you're with. And I mean, everybody has other moving parts, but besides, you don't just stop everything you're doing when you meet one person. You still have all the moving parts in your life. But we don't date to make a life with anyone anymore. We date and massage and fit them into the places of our life where there is space. So this is for Angelia Payne. Angelia is asking about her soulmate. Well, like I said, in a reading like this, what we will look for is your lover's card along with my one-on-ones are, they're 60 for a 30-minute reading, and it's a live video chat or phone call. Oh, here we go with some coconut oil. Sex you up. Oh my God. You guys aren't even ready for this. We're going to be doing talks on tantric sex. Look, guys, I want you to see our list. We're going to be talking about the hookup culture. We're going to be talking about consent. We're going to be talking about past trauma with old lovers. We're going to be talking about what's too much sex, what's too little. I definitely want to talk about size matters. He's also a life. Can you close the door for me? So we have the what your fridge says about your sex life. And we also have the what your physical body has a role in your energy and your sex life and your relationships. Then we're going to talk about fetishes, shame versus guilt, things like that. So get ready, buckle up. So that's what we're going to be doing there. So let's see. You know, some people were meant to be, Lisbeth, I want to address that. She says, Lisbeth, so I feel like I've always been meant to be alone. I don't have a close relationship with family and I have no friends. I've always wanted to have children, but I'm already 40. So how much of your life path is reactive and how much of it is a conscious choice? There gets to be a point where we say we accept, we're in acceptance over what's happening to us, but these aren't just things that are happening to us, it's what we allow. How active are you in dating? How clear are you on getting rid of your past triggers? Are you in therapy, able to see how have someone help you or get coaching or actively dating? Those are some of the things that'll decide, you know, will it ever happen? Is it something you decided you want, or did you self-sabotage and decide that it's not worthy of your work, of your effort? Because you really do got to put effort into all of that. But I will take a look for you, Lisbeth. But yeah, I'll post the first interview first. It's just an introductory one. I think you guys will like it. But that's just our landing ground. That's our launch page. We're only going to get better from there. So you'll see. It's going to be really fun. Oh, and by the way, the rest of you, I have a very special partner that's coming on board. And we are going to be doing interviews with celebrity guests and we're going to be calling it Bitchcraft. Hopefully we get that name. If not, Entertainment Tomorrow and I will be on here doing all the crazy things that Karma's going to ask questions about. And I know you guys know that I am no joke. So I'm going to be the Mythbuster on everything from ancient aliens to ghosts to astrology. So we're going to be playing with that. So let's see. So Lisbeth, I'm seeing success for you coming up, but I'm also picking up waiting. I have the Hangman for you. So you have been in a holding pattern, Lisbeth. I'm seeing that you have some regrets on some choices that you had made in the past, but you have a rich life available to you. And I also see, do you work with computers? I'm seeing computers coming up for you. And I see isolation. Yeah, most definitely. And again, like I said, this might be, you know, how much are you focusing on it, you know? I'm seeing the Two of Swords. This is definitely having to do with a decision that you've made. Maybe you let someone go in the past that you've been waiting to hear back from, because we have the Hangman. Maybe there's someone there in limbo. The Two of Swords is telling me there's some decisions that are available to you. There's also some travel. The opportunity is there. I think it takes some focus on your behalf. I also see Three of Cups. There might be a wedding coming up for you to be going to, or a birthday or some kind of reunion. Oh, I can't wait until we get this show popping. We're coming up with a production calendar and I'll let you guys know what we're bringing on first. So I will pop my email address in here for you guys if you want to reach out to me for whatever reason. I am on Facebook, Karma Steele. None of you guys had any problem getting to my channel after I changed it, did you? I didn't see your question, Angela. Angelia. Yeah, there's some hope. I don't usually go in order, guys, so you know that about me. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Just post it again. Oh, you have no idea, Art Souls. There's so much I can't even talk about right now. The soulmate. Okay, so ask the question about what is going on with the soul. If they're asking me if he's a soulmate, I'll just stay on this topic for a minute, Angelia. Are you asking if someone is specifically your soulmate? Oh, Nocturnal Beauty wants to know, should I trust my friend who's friends with the ex? I was going to address that. Thank you for popping that on there. Nocturnal Beauty, let's take a look. Will you ever find one? Okay, Angelia. Like I said, not all of us are lucky enough for that. And if they do come in, they can be a hot mess. Let's take a look and see. I don't even know if I would do it again if I had a chance. It was a lot of work. I didn't get your, I mean, it's rare. I'm picking up repetition and redundancy for you. I'm not seeing it present itself anytime soon, but I do feel like you have twin flame energy in your past. You have definitely got someone in your life that is walking the path with you. You need to be working on your finances first. Get that in alignment first. It's not showing. I don't see soulmate energy in your space right now. That's all I can answer for you. I don't know if it'll ever not show up. Like you said, should I, is it going to show up? I can't tell you yes or no, but I don't see it in your energy right now. So if there's someone in your energy you're asking about, it's not them. Will you ever find one? I'm not getting a clear answer on that for you. And it's not showing up in your present space. That's all I can say. So this is for Nocturnal Beauty. She's asking me, should I trust my friend who's still friends with the ex? Let's take a look and see. I wish I had her first name, but that's okay. And then I'll talk to Love Life 369 if you're still here. Thanks for being patient with me. You guys know I get all ranty. She's, I am not looking. Okay, but that doesn't mean there's no hope, sweetheart. You said, thank you for giving me hope, but I think you were right about the hangman. I wasted my time with a guy who just strung me along and took me away too long to realize it. But there's room. So let's see here, Nocturnal Beauty. You ready? So we're going to look for shit that we don't want to see. So if we can't trust her, so I'm going to teach you guys about my readings. So if we can't trust her, we're going to look for, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate you guys. I know I'm all over the place. That's why I have the necklace with the bullet, because I can go all over the place and just bring me back into alignment and remind me. I don't mind it. Don't nag me, but remind me. All right. So this is for Love Life 369, and she is this person is asking me, so Nocturnal Beauty, and then we're going to talk to Love Life. Should we trust the ex? Okay, so we're going to look for the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords for sneaky. We're going to look for the Four of Pentacles, which is cheating. We're going to look for the Tower card. We're going to look for the Devil card, which is all lies. Any of those popping up is going to give us a strong indicator that they're full of shit. You ready? First thing that comes up is the Sun card. And then we have the Emperor. That's your indicator of your ex. The Hangman. Bitch, I wouldn't be trusting anybody during Mercury retrograde, because even if they were trying to have your back right now, some random... I have been texting someone back and forth and was texting my best friend and almost sent it to my boo. So it was not a big deal, but I did notice that if you're not paying attention, move, things can slide through. There wasn't anything that had to be said or worried about, but it was just like, I was literally could have changed the whole conversation by the answer I thought I was giving one person versus another. So if this person is really close to your ex, I would just keep data to a minimum for the time being. I do feel like this individual might have borrowed money from you. She can be a little bit of drama. I am seeing a little bit of Page of Swords. Oh, Marvel girl, you missed the rant. But anyways, the Eight of Swords right here is all about you're moving through some drama. So Mercury retrograde is just Mercury retrograde. It's not evil. It's just like saying fire is evil. Fire burns some shit, and it's also fuel. I'm using it as fuel. But anyways, I'm not seeing anything too tricky or dangerous, but I would still keep it pretty easy, nocturnal, only because Mercury. Like, don't trust anybody right now. Okay, so love life was asking me... Let's see if Love Life's boyfriend is acting funny. Thank you so much for your support, guys. If you could share this for me, I would love it. Support your girl. If you want a one-on-one with Karma, you know where to find me. KarmaOnDeck.com. You can find me on social media, Karma Steele. For Facebook, Karma on Deck also is my page there. Karma on Deck 702 on Instagram. All you gotta do is click around. You'll find me. Don't make it so hard. But like I said, I like having you guys on my social media so you can jump in on these conversations on a more regular basis. And if you're a dude, let me know that you came on there from YouTube or I might not accept it. Just saying. So this is for love life. First thing that comes up is travel. Individuals traveling. And shit. Definitely this individual is being sneaky. If you caught him with anybody else's energy or you think there's something going on, for the first time in the hour that we've been on here, the Four of Pentacles is telling me that there might possibly be some energy that has to do with another individual. I do feel like you've been fatigued. I do feel like this individual is depressed. I would worry about depression because that's when they feed their ego, is when they're not getting enough attention. I do see that he might be blaming things on work or saying that he's busy. And I also see that you're ready to walk away from some of this situation and that he's definitely been sneaky. I would be worried about this card. Four of Pentacles is cheating. May not mean that he is, but it may also mean that he's trying to get some attention. I'm going to, you know, if you think something's going on, I feel like this is a repeat of some behavior that they pulled in the past. So I would put your little investigation Blues Clues notebook out and go fuck with some things and see what's up. Mercury retrograde is an absolute magician when it comes to uncovering things. So play with that energy. Go find out what's going on. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know where to find me. Didn't I just say he claims he's been working? I wouldn't trust any of this right now. So Sonic Boom said, sorry, I had to drive. Yeah. My dad used to call me Annie Oakley, so yeah, I will pop a cap, but definitely let me know. You guys have my information, so let me know. I appreciate all of you guys. I am going to go play on Baba Lau's website because there's no content to it while we transferred everything. So I'm going to go put some content up there so he can be very happy soul. So anyways, guys, miracles as it is, I'm going to log off now. I am going to go on Baba Lau's and stay on live for about an hour or more there. So you're welcome. It's on the links on the side, Baba Lau's Psychic Reading. I'll put that in there. You guys can come find me. Aw, no, a little low. So anyways, love and light, guys. I'm going to produce your videos tonight. I am going to go live on Baba Lau, and I'm going to be available if you want to reach me. I am leaving on the 9th. I'm going to wait until Mercury is clear before I get on the road. So anyway, love and light, guys. Thanks for listening to my rant, and I will see you guys around the way in a little bit. Talk to you later.